नमस्ते। पक्षपटले गाणनित्याधिकारः मनमु. We are discussing the duties of an accountant general in the office of accounts. Akshapatala, that is accounts office. What is his duty means he has to look into the affairs done by his employees. That we have been studying since 2-3 sessions. Today almost we are going to sum up. We are going to conclude it. Not we ourselves. Kautilya, just he is going to conclude this matter in this chapter. Now we have seen how the records are to be maintained, etc. All that we have taken. And here again, we stopped where uh, the persons, that means whose accounts are to be audited, they should be ready with the books. Books in the sense records, all the records. Whenever audit team comes for auditing, for checking of the accounts, then the particular office or institute or anything that is to be ready with all the documents, with all the records. So he says, if at all the records are not ready, then automatically there is a punishment for them. What is the punishment means? Because according to not only Kautilya, actually this code of conduct, etc., even in the constitution or anything, actually every day they don't tell, because they think that officers will take care of the rules. Because here, as we know, all of us know, they will warn, that is, they issue the memos, they ask for the explanation. First of all, explanation they ask. If the explanation is satisfactory, then okay, forgiven. Because if the reason is genuine, then there's no punishment at all. So that is the reason. All these are already known, the rules are laid, and for any post, anything, some briefing session will be there, or some type of training will be there. Automatically, all this will be taken care of. Yeah, after knowing this also, because your ignorants are those who do not know, they won't be there. Because if at all a complete LDC, we say lower division clerk is there, then automatically above him UDC, that is upper division clerk will be there. Again, some superintendent will be there. So naturally, the checking points are many. Therefore, a lower officer means, in the position. You please don't misunderstand lower or higher. So that automatically whoever is above him, he should remind him. So like this, it is a teamwork. Any work is teamwork. Like, when construction is going on, the persons really stand below. They just, like nowadays all the missionaries have come. Otherwise, they give a brick to the upper one, and he passes it to upper one, like this. This is the system of working here also. So entire team should be ready. And when audit team has come, because that there is already time allocation, because this day this office should be visited, and the accounts are to be audited, etc. So automatically appointments will be finalized, like which day and which time the team comes. By that time, they should keep ready. So both of them are responsible if they don't turn up on time, in a given time. So here, यथाकालम् अनागतानाम् अपुस्तनीवीकानां वा देय दशबन्धो दण्डः. So this is already we have discussed. Anagatanam apustanivikanam. First of all, if they have not come, and also the records are not at all ready. So automatically, that here it is. If they don't keep records, it is okay. And the officers should come along with the because actually clerks etc. only they'll be assisting, but actually the head of the institution should be present there because the audit officers are really top officials only. So therefore, the officers of that particular office should be ready with all the records. The clerks will help them, help showing this book, this year, etc., this month, and different heads will be there. So is this, if the officers are either not for not coming or for not bringing the required books, records, then automatically there will be punishment. How? That is only whatever is to be brought the accounts in that 1 by 10th part will be fine for them. And then कार्मिकस्य च उपस्थिते कारणिकस्य अप्रतिबध्नतः पूर्वः साहसदण्डः विपर्यये कार्मिकस्य द्विगुणः. And now, when officer has come and then the accounts are not shown, then that is Purva Sahasradanda, we have already discussed so many times. That is 48 to 96 Pana, that is range, depending upon. If he has not brought anything, then automatically that punishment should be given viparyaye. And when karmika has come and karanika, when he has come but the clerk has not come, then the punishment to him. And viparyaye karmikasya dvigunaha. Same, when actually the clerk has come but karmika has not come, because both should be there. The account karmika is, that means one who does the work and also one that is clerk also. Both should be there. If the karmika won't come, then for him it is double the fine. So this is there. Then again, here one thing is there. Mahamatraha word he uses. This also probably we have discussed. Prachara samam mahamatraha samagraha sravayeyuhu. Avishama matraha पृथक्भूतो मिथ्यावादी च येषाम् उत्तमदण्डं दद्यात्. Here, Mahamatra means actually it is applicable to minister also. But Mahamatra is, it is simply high officials, top officers. I told you, automatically, because in each department, the concerned adhikaris will be there. So all what they should do, team, I told you, auditors team will be there, and here also, for example, one this is there, and different each one is holding a responsibility of a particular department, that is head of the department. So when the different officers are there, and when they tell about this written documents will be there. In spite of written documents in front of them, automatically they go on asking. This is also, I think, those who are employees, those who are working, or those who have worked and retired like me, they are acquainted with the procedure. Procedure I need not tell you. So automatically this is what they go on asking. And okay, how much you have spent, oh, this much you have spent, how it is, etc. They go on asking. Then officers, whoever are there involved in this, if they should tell the information collectively, samagras ravayeyu, they should give the entire information. That means complete information to the audit officers. And then Avishama matraha, samagraha. That means actually there should be harmony, there should be coordination. And there should not be, first only they should get prepared also. But as you know, lack of coordination, lack of harmony, etc., if it is there, Avishama matraha. If there is no harmony that is in their what we say, when they are giving the information, if their information doesn't tally with each other's information, then that is, something fishy, we say, something wrong. Therefore, avashamamatraha, when they tell something differently, and Pratak Bhutaha means different. One's version is different and another's version is different. If at all a person whose answer is entirely different from what others say, then there is punishment for them. That is Uttamadandam. I told you, highest fine for violence, that is begins with 500 panas, which is a bigger amount only. It is not a small amount. कृताहोरूपहरं मासम् आकाङ्क्षेत मासादूर्ध्वं मासद्विशत उत्तरं दण्डं दद्यात् अल्पशेषनीवेकं पञ्चरात्रम् आकाङ्क्षेत ततः परम्. Here, Akrita Ahorupaharam. Actually, that is a day-to-day accounts are to be maintained and shown also. If at all that person who deals with the day-to-day account, he has not come at the time of this auditing to check the records, then okay, 1 month time may be grace period, we say, 1 month time may be given to them. And if at all within 1 month also that person does not come and does not submit the required things, then what happens is, for each month 200 respectively, that is, it should go on increasing per month, 200 fine. Or how much it is, just see, it is not that easy. And then if at all there is a balance less, then you can give 5 days more after 1 month, because balance is very less, not much. Then we can wait. We can means the officers should give 5 days more above the month. This is actually here two things. But it is that when the team comes, how this particular office should submit the records. This is regarding that. Now again here, this is a rule. The team comes. That's okay. But here, a person, that means who is the main accounts officer, main that record maintainer, who maintains the records. There are ways according to Kautilya. This is actually a very interesting point. Why really we have taken this subject, and particularly Kautilya means it is very interesting. Even not only external factors, and that he's writing, is maintaining records, etc. That is apart from that, Kautilya really goes for the psychological study also, because actually here then there itself they are meeting, isn't it? The office people have come with the records, and officers have come for the checking of the others, auditing the accounts. So here, when he is telling something, whether it is genuine or not, it is right or wrong, how to know here? So one thing is, everywhere there is intelligence network, I told you. That means already that should be, and that means, um, as we have discussed in our that part one Arthasastra. Actually, Indra, because of curse, he had 1,000 eyes. This is Purana Gatha. Kautilya, Puranas, of course, he believes in that everything, but he says actually, Indrasya Mantri Parishad, that is Sahasram, he says. Rushinam Sahasram. Indrasya Mantri Parishad, Rushinam Sahasram. Tat sa tat tasya chakshuhu. Tat sahasram tasya chakshuhu. This is the statement given in Kautilya's, that is, um, Pradhamadhikarana Vinayadhikarikam in the case of discussing Amatyas, Raja, etc. That means actually Indra had 1,000 eyes means not 1,000 eyes. He had 1,000 members in his entire cabinet. In the sense, cabinet means only like cabinet ministers we are talking, but we know ministers are there, and also what we say deputy ministers are there, and again some secretaries are there. So all this is a ring around king. The king is surrounded by all these people. An administrator has so many people, not one, only 30 ministers or etc. Now, whatever actually, if we compare with the Indian administration, the members of parliament, the Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, all these members, that means, and again, MLAs, the particular party MLA. So, all these, what is the number, 100, almost, at least 500, altogether 500 only, the major, and then minor also, if you include that, maybe like it may come particularly because intelligence department people are not at all brought into the picture because that is a rahasya. Gudhachara Vyavastha. Gudhachari Vyavastha. Gudhachara means that means who moves secretly. So that is the reason here he says why we are I am mentioning here means Kosha Purvam Ahorupaharam ಧರ್ಮ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಚರಿತ್ರ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾನ ಸಂಕಲನ ನಿರ್ವರ್ತನ ಅನುಮಾನ ಚಾರ ಪ್ರಯೋಗೈ ಅವೇಕ್ಷೇತ. ಸೊ ಕೋಶಪೂರ್ವ ಅಹೋರೂಪ ಹರಂ, ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ one who brings the record of the accounts, day-to-day accounts, one who brings the record book of day-to-day accounts, he is to be checked. How means pariksheta, avetsheta. This actually one should really um, study him. We have to say avetsheta. One should look into him, or you should assess him. How? Dharma. That means how, whether he is, what we say, loyal or not. So, dharma. And then, vyavahara. How is his behavior? How is his day-to-day behavior with seniors or with juniors, anything. And then, charitra. Charitra means, the past. Past, how is his activity? Vyavahara is dealing with affairs. Charitra is that actually what earlier what he has done. And also the area, that means a local tradition, etc. Then samsthana, that means actually the residents are what we say. That is, samsthana means actually here, samsthana, the Kautilya mentions into particularly samstha. Stha means actually, stha means tishtha we say, no? That is, stay. Samstha, that is the reason a samstha. So that is institute. So that is the meaning. Here, samsthana means actually here the state of the accounts. That means how it is arranged, how it is put. So samsthana is how it is arranged, how it is kept. Here again, because according to context, he takes the help of root, but the meaning differently it does. And then sankalana. Sankalana is entire calculation. All the calculation, complete sankalanam, vyavakalanam, this is there actually in Telugu medium. Of course, nowadays addition, subtraction, etc. in English medium. But actually, sankalana means adding, that is calculating, simply calculation. So, whether they are properly calculated or not. And nirvartana. Nirvartana is actually how he is dealing with affairs, how he is maintaining the records. This is Nirvartana. And Anumana Chara Prayogai Aveksheta. So Anumana, that is actually guesswork. First thing is how he has done all this. That is one thing, guesswork. Because guesswork is a intellectual. Only intellectuals we know when interviews are held, the team will be there, team of experts. That is different subject experts will be there, general knowledge experts will be there, the mannerisms examiner will be there, and a psychologist also will be there. So many things will be there. So similarly here, actually the guesswork, when they see guesswork, okay, by seeing his face study or something, whether all these things belonging to him, his character, his dealing with Haras, his past experience, how he has done, all this is to be assessed by guesswork or Charaprayogaihi, he should get the reports through secret agents. Because each department, I have been mentioning, each department there will be some secret agents will be there. That is also part of the administration. As you know, nowadays also, actually, the secrets which occur in confidential, confidential meetings will be there, cabinet or anything. The very next day, the secrets come out, which is discussed in the cabinet, in the closed meeting. That means only, as you know, this tea, coffee, cool drinks, so they will be there. That is the reason. This also we are discussed in the part one of Arthasastra. The council should be there. That means any meeting should be conducted in a place where there should, it is, complete a big hall where there is no scope even the birds to enter, and there should not be any pillars or anything because birds will stay there. And Kautilya says birds reveal the secrets by imitating, like, P Shashirekha, they say, like, parrot, etc. So there is a possibility of a leak of the secret by even this and birds. And another thing is, we think that a deaf and dumb person is there, but they too, Kautilya says, they too can reveal the secrets through gestures. So many things are to be taken care of. Therefore, yoga, these intelligence people should be there to study the attitude of that. Again, next chapters, he explains full details, all the details he explains. So that way, every time that there should be a secret agent to, let me see, intelligence network to peep into that. That is the reason I told here, administrator, two eyes plus with the specs of four eyes, please. You don't take like in a lighter manner what we say. Four-eyed person, three-eyed, no, not at all. He has got 1,000 eyes like Indra, because all this will be known to him, should be known to him, because should be brought to his notice. So that way, 1,000 eyed administrator, an administrator who has his eyes only four will be like, external, but internally so much of information he gets. This is a day to day. You will understand, like you take the position of prime minister or any chief minister or anything. All this is possible. Then now, how should be, there's a what we say, the time gap, the time limitation, how the accounts should be recorded. He is telling us that is quite appropriate, even today also, depending upon, I don't have any idea regarding the companies, because I don't have, I have no acquaintance with the company system. I think if at all any company pursues it, you can apply to that. But other establishments, what we say, like, some civil engineering work going on like that, how the calculation will be there. Because this civil engineering means, a small house construction, room construction, or any work that with that, I could, at least I can understand a little. Otherwise, I don't know. So here he says, Divasa Pancharatra Paksha Masa Chaturmasya Samvatsaraischa Prati Samanayet. How to Aya Vyaya. How to calculate this income and expenditure means, he says there is a way. As we know, actually some labor works, weekend payments will be there. Weekend and 15 days Pancharatra, Paksha. 5 day means that is weekdays. And weekends, accounts will be closed 5 days, because 7 days, of course, but one day anyhow, it goes for holiday. Probably that is the reason he is mentioning 5 days. Every 5 days, that account should be there. Then again, Paksha, that is fortnight, that is 15 days. And then Masa. Then what we say? Masa. Masa is 1 month. See whether it is applicable to that. What I am talking is whether there is relevance to present times or not. That is my worry to communicate to the generations, because see, monthly accounts. Okay. Then Chaturmasya means, 4 months. That means because 12 months is that is year. So for every 4 months. So 4 months, 4 months, 4 months. So that is on almost like, 1/3 part. So it is not exactly quarterly, because quarterly means 3 months. Here, Chaturmasya, 4 months, and then Samvatsaraihi. That means actually the accounts every 5 days, and then 15 days, then month, then 4 months, and also years. So all that Pratisamanayet, that accounts should be maintained in this way. So that is actually, you will have, because all together lump sum yearly accounts, yearly only, you have given 1 lakh and 1 lakh spent, that's all. Then balance is zero. This is not the way. So weekly, what is the expenditure weekly? What is the expenditure uh, by fortnight, and what is the monthly expenditure, and what is 4 months expenditure, and then, units, small units. Then it will be very easy to check, even to maintain also. Actually, those who can maintain, it is easier for maintaining also. Maintain and also checking both. So this way it should be done, he says. And then Vyushta Deshakala Mukha, your very long compound is there. Vyushta means day to day. Vyushta is a word, it means to say that day to day. Vyushta Deshakala Mukha Utpatti Anurutti Pramana Dayaka Tapaka Nibandhaka Pratigrahakaischa Ayam Samanayet. Now, a big list is given. Just a minute. A big list is given. How means, that is day to day income. It is okay. And how it should be means, this is beginning with the Rajavarsha. Last session we had Rajavarsha is Karma Samvatsara, Almanac we say, calendar year, that is work year, what we have to say. And then Masa, Paksha, day, etc. Then it is Desha. Desha means what? Different regions will be there. Here, Desha means not Bharat Desha, Andhra Pradesh, not like that. Desha, which village, Pradesha, to which region it belongs. to which area it belongs, to which town it belongs, that's Desha. Kala, and of course here the time period. That is, time period means what seasons will be there. And because rainy season is something and summer is something, the budget allocation is different because summer crops, winter crops, etc. And also summer holiday. We have everywhere kala, kala, what we say, niyama. Because for schools also what we say, actually even you are much acquainted with the foreign terms, spring and falls we say. Spring admissions, fall admissions, and that spring and autumn season, fall, that is, in foreign countries. Here, summer, winter, and in between, rainy season, all this will be there. So, summer holidays, and that is beginning days. What we say two times, the summer vacation is different, winter vacation is Dasara vacation. So, this way, that way, Desha Kala, to which area it belongs, and also which season, kala, and mukha, that is, mukha means what actually? Ayamukha. Mukha means what? The sources of income we have discussed. That is mentioned here only mukha. There he mentioned ayamukha. That the aya, because he thought we understand, therefore he put only mukha. Utpatti, the production. Anuruti, which is, taken over, carried over. Pramana, and how much, measurement, how much it is, quantity. Pramana is quantity. Pramana is not a quantity. Parimana is quantity. Pramana is the proofs, the proper recording. Dayaka. Dayaka means giver. Dapaka, who makes it to give. That means here simply we can say Dayaka is uh, here again, because we are dealing with the audit tax season, tax season. So he says, Dayaka is taxpayer. Nowadays, nobody bothers taxpayer about taxpayer. So taxpayer and Dapaka. And Dapaka means who makes him pay. Dayaka, Dapaka. Dayaka is taxpayer and Dapaka is a tax collector, we have to say, who receives the tax. Okay, Dapaka. Nibandhaka, and who maintains the record. Nibandhana means actually recording. So, who records it? That means the clerk. And Pratigrahaka, who receives it. Cha, I am Samanayet. So, all this, because whatever these accounts are, such a big one, whatever is there. So day to day, that is particularly area. Desha is nothing but area, the place, and also the season. And then Utpatti, that is what, how much that the production has come. And then Anurutti, what is really carried over. And then uh, Utpatti means your that is revenue, what is really collected amount here, because we are dealing with accounts. So the utpatti, how much tax, how much income has come. And then anuvrutti, which is actually carried forward, we say. The word is carried forward. It is really, my explanation may not be that good because all audit officer thinks, the audit department thinks I am sharing with you with the help of the translators of the text. Here only, Kautilya says any subject is to be learned through, not exactly through a teacher, that is uh, Vakta. Vakta means actually teachers who just simply say. So what we do, agriculture, yeah, this is there, all that we say. And also here, this is like this. But actually he says, Vaktru Prayoktrubhyaha. For example, the practical classes will be there for science, etc. The teachers and lecturers will take the students to the lab, because lab results are very important for science topics. And nowadays, not only nowadays, those days also. For example, if a commerce student is there, particularly CA courses, etc. Here, commerce means nowadays commerce also has got many branches in advanced. So, commerce subject theory, I too can teach theory by reading Kautilya's Arthasastra or anything. But actually, the practical work can be understood only by going to the, what we say, shops, the business people. That is the reason actually the in CA, etc. They'll be sent to for the training. They will be sent for auditing account, maintaining the accounts, etc. That is the reason Kautilya says Vaktru Prayoktrupyaha. This is also in the first Adhikarana only that matter is discussed. Therefore, here I am only Vakta. I am not Prayokta. I am not acquainted with these records. A little bit whatever we did is, it is nothing. That is like, very basic things. But actually, the thorough knowledge should be there. Therefore, I am here actually taking the help of the translation. So, Dayaka, Dapaka, that is. And that is produce means your revenue. Whatever revenue comes and whatever is carried forward. Because I told the words are different, technical words carried forward. And pramana, etc. I told you that all evidences should be there. The proofs. Proofs means what to proof, what we say, vouchers. This is also because I have conducted so many seminars. Therefore, I am really acquainted with that. Because we should have all the vouchers with us, all the vouchers, particularly, in duplicate, we should keep, one should be for our record, one should be for the submission at the, like, the finance disbursing officer. That means whatever funds they give to them, we have to submit. And also we should keep the vouchers with us also. That is called pramana. Pramana means what is the proof? Means genuine. No, no, I have spent so much. This very, very fun, not funny thing, but a very interesting thing. If I say I have spent 100 rupees from my pocket, no, that is some meager amount, that miscellaneous, etc. It can be mentioned. But when you say I have spent so much of money for renting the chairs, hiring the chairs, etc. Then from which company you have taken, how, and food, anything, whatever you spend on occasions also, it should be. So simply I have taken shawls, no, where from you. So all these, with properly, because here we think that only here it will be over. It is not like that. Actually, there the double checking will be there. If at all we submit wrongly, then automatically, if at all the serious checking goes, then automatically the persons, the traders also will be checked. Therefore, that what he says, pramana. Okay, that is done. Now, uh, again, Vyushta is telling. Vyushta desha kala mukha labha karana desha kala. You understood? Mukha, aya mukha. Labha karana teya yoga parimana आज्ञाप आज्ञापक उद्धारक निधातृ प्रतिग्राहकैश्च व्ययं समानयेत. Okay, how many words are there here? You see what he says here. Yushta, day-to-day accounts. Desha, Kala, Mukha, you have understood. Paksha, Masa, you have understood. So the profit, Labha. And Labha Karana, you are showing excess, okay, profit you are showing. But what is the reason? What is the source of that profit? That is. And then Deya. And how much is to be given to others? That means payments. I told you, know, all this place, you have to get the help from art people, payable. What are the dues? Deya is nothing but due. What is the payable amount? Because here, when we submit, automatically the balance will be released also. Because sometimes they give something in advance, and we spend, and then it will be reimbursed also. So the words, this is really matter of a person, if at all does this small MPhil degree or PhD or anything with the this comparative study of modern and Kautilya's Arthasastra, I think it will be of great help. I don't know, because if there are anyone advising them or doing, that is of course, that is aprastuta, it's not that present topic. So, and labha karana, and whatever is to be given, and yoga means, mixing the things, it is called a yoga. So intermixing, so the yoga. Parimana means, as I told you, how much, the measurement. So that is mixing up, because if it is like, belonging to grain, because auditing is in every field. So how that is, mixture of the things, and then the what how much it is mixed up, parimana, that is a quantity, how much it is done, and then uh, this is how Ajnapaka. Now you can take the words from this Ajnapaka, one who instructs, the instructor. That means the sanctioning, the commanding authority. So one who gives permission, the permitting authority. Okay. Then Ajnapaka, Uddharaka. This is Uddharaka means, don't think in a philosophical way. Some Uddharaka is Lord Krishna, etc. No, no, no. Uddharaka is a person, probably this regarding the grades or something, because one who instructs, who gives permission, you just, nowadays this rice system is going on, because well known example I am giving. At present now, the ration, we say, ration, etc. It will be given to dealers, and the dealer, and to the dealers who will give from the government. A government also will give, the particular in charge will be there, head of the thing will be there, and that is what you say. It means, the concerned minister will be there, concerned secretary will be there, and then from he is the, what we say, commanding authority. That is, he is only, he gives the instructions, he orders, he gives permission, and from him, uddharaka, ajnapaka, uddharaka, from him takes another person, he is uddharaka who takes, and nidhatru means again, who stores them in godowns, etc., and pratigrahaka, one who receives. So, vyayam samanayet, all the expenditure, how it is they are mixed up, and how it is step by how beautifully he is narrating the process, how really jalapata, from rain clouds, shower the water. From there, it enters mountains. From mountains, the waterfalls. Waterfalls reach slowly. They take the streams. They become nalas. They become streams and rivers. Then they enter, what we say, that, they are taken to the crop fields. And of course, finally they enter that sagara, that is the ocean. That is different. That means the system, you see, beautiful system. I am not an artist, but if at all there is any artist to really explain this, it a beautiful way. You can use the board, and you can explain all this. So there will be, in future, all this will be done. I hope, because the people who study this, they are supposed to explain to the modern generation, to the children, how really the process is there. Very Kautilya's description is really picturization, how really beautiful, visualized. One can visualize what is going on. So, Avyayam Samanaye, this way the expenditure. So, from top to receiving end, it should be. And then, and व्युष्टदेशकालमुख अनुवर्तनरूपलक्षणपरिमाणनिक्षेपभाजन गोपायकैश्च नीवीं समानयेत्. Then how to do this balance? What should be done? Then he says again there also day-to-day expenditure, desha kala mukha. And day-to-day whatever is anvartamana, whatever is brought forward, carried forward, brought forward, that anuvartana rupa, anuvartana, whatever is there, rupa, lakshana, and that is what is, rupa means actually what type of things we are taking. Rupa means here, it's not, it is appearance, but what kind of, what we can say, what kind of the thing we it brought forward. And the Lakshana, or that means, everything, there is a quality, whether it is rice or gold or cash or coins. Coins, cash, we are say telling 1,000 rupees, but 1,000 rupees denominations, whether it is 500 note or 200 note, like this. So, rupa is 1,000, okay, if we say 1,000, but it's Lakshana, how? Quality, that is Lakshana. And then Parimana. Parimana is again, I told you, it's a quality and quantity, both quality and quantity. And then the place where it is kept. And then the guard and who protects it. So, Parimana, Nikshepa, Bhajana is, where it is. Bhajana means actually, even vessel also we say. Godam, maybe Bhajanam, wherever it is kept, it is called Bhajana. So the place where it is stored, go down or anything or something. So, and then it's God, it's in charge, it's protector. All this because brought forward we are telling. So where it is, if it is the in the case of a grain or anything, the godowns. If it is in the form of cash, what we say cash or kind, then what we have to do is actually in which bank you have deposited the balance amount, where it is kept, under which heading, and also in which bank you kept. So all these are to be shown. Okay. Now, almost we are coming to close. Okay. राजार्थे कारणिकस्य अप्रतिबद्धतः प्रतिषेधेतो वा आज्ञां निबन्धाद् आयव्ययम् अन्यथा वापि कल्पयतः पूर्वः साहसदण्डः. Rajarthe. When actually Raja means here we have to take not a particular leader, prime minister or chief minister, government we have to say. When the government officer is there, then whatever is to be shown, whatever is to be recorded, in that case, that means when the government accounts are to be shown, then if the clerk is not doing properly, if at all apratibadhnataha, for not recording government income, royal income properly, or disobeying the order of the king, that is administrator. Here we can take administrator. So not really maintaining the accounts properly of any office, and also overcoming the rule. That means it's setting all the rules aside. Now it is going on. And nibandhad ayavyayam anyatha va api kalpayataha. And the records also making that actually nibandha means actually record work will be there. But when overwritings are not allowed. All these, actually now computer won't accept it all. That is the best. Why computer is so popular means you do that. Again, you have to rewrite, erasing, etc. Those days, it was not, like computer is, totally you have to change the frame. That means rewrite, it is very easy because it is machine. But those days, already one auditor, the record with the title also, title will be, pasted on that. And in that, no overwriting, no erasing, no putting, some, what we say, eraser or whitener, etc. They don't accept actually. Why here it is? That means you have already written something and you are changing it. Therefore, Nibandhat means in the record book, making aya, vyaya here and there, I mean, reversed order, it is also punishable. Apikalpayata purvaha sahasadandaha. For all such things, the first fine for violence, that is, 48 to 96 panas. One should be very careful. And krama avahinam, उत्क्रमम् अविज्ञातम् पुनरुक्तं वा वस्तुकम् अवलिखतः द्वादशपणः दण्डः क्रमावहीनम्. Oh, this we have noticed, we have seen many times. There should be an order. That means, auditing is, it's not that maintaining the records, it is not that easy. When you are chronological order should be maintained. And also the importance, 3 days seminar, for example. So third day you put first day you put last. It is not the way. So everything should be written in a systematic manner. Order should not be made disorder. So it's an offense. Therefore, krama avahinam. So order is not there. Order is spoiled. Utkramam. And also, utkramam means, uh, beside the order. That means crossing the order. And Kramavahinam is totally as a, order not maintaining. And Utkramam means, order, just you put an order mark here, you write something, here you write. It is not that. Utkramam. Avijñatam. Avijñatam is utter confusion. Now, it is not it can't be understood. That which can't be understood, avijñatam, can't be realized what is writing, because the writing also will be like that, and all, and confusion in writing, confusion in the statements, etc. Also. Punaruktam and repetition. This is also, see, repetition means why it is repeated here. Only once it should come in the case of accounts. So therefore, all this avalikataha, like for writing all this, 12 panas fine. Then balance, he says, writing all this here and there, that is 12. Now, uh, this is in general records. Now regarding the balance, because it is the most important thing to get the new budget. Particularly why this is important means, unless the balance, this is what actually, you also might be knowing, mm, when we spend, we have to submit utilization certificate. Now funds will go back. If the properly, whatever is there, utilization is not shown, and then also the properly it is not maintained, then automatically problem arises there. So therefore, he says, Nivim, for not maintaining the balance in proper order, all the above said things. Kramavahinam, Utkramam, Avijñatam, for not maintaining balance properly in a proper order and clearly and without any repetition. If it is mentioned, okay. If not mentioned all this, then double the 12 panas, they said no. No, here in the case of balance, same offenses, it is double. 24 panas. And bhakshayataha ashtagunaha. But it is wrongly mentioning is only double. But eating, devouring, that is eight times. 8 times means 12 into 8. That is 96 panas. Nashayataha, for destroying panchabandha. That is one by fifth of that. Pratidanam cha, 1/5 fine, and also should be restored. Whatever is destroyed, it is not eaten, but it is destroyed. Then uh, it's not really safeguarded. Then it is to be replaced, repaid. Mithyavades teyadandaha. This is very important and it should be noted by all the administrators, I believe, because for talking all false, for giving all the false information, the punishment is whatever is there for the theft. It is, concealing the facts, the accounts. It is as as worst as theft. Therefore, the whatever punishment is prescribed for the theft, it should be imposed on that particular person. Paschat pratignyate dvigunaha. Paschat, because he has done, and then he says, "Sorry, sir, I have committed a mistake here. This should be like this." Then, when he says, "Okay," దానికి what you have to do is just double means almost whatever is um, the because once he has done mistake and then so steya dandaha, that is double the punishment for the theft. And same way prasmruta utpannecha, and forgetting and then again resubmitted, it is as good as theft only that way. So it is double the steya means theft. Okay. Now here this is the conclusion. Kautilya says he is strict, but also he says minor offense can be forgiven, can be excused, and even if a small, small part, minimum profit is there, it should be appreciated. That means a person who maintains it, he is to be appreciated. And uh, an officer who does a great labha, maha upakar, a great favor in the sense of who maintains very systematically, very perfectly, with which it is really beneficial to the government, then he should be well rewarded, well regarded also. Aparadham sahetalpam tushyedalpepi chodaye mahopakaram chadhyaksham pragrahena abhipujayet. So small mistakes should be forgiven, and even a smallest benefit profit, it should be appreciated. The king should be feel happy, the or administrator should feel happy even with the small quantity of profit. And then who really does a favor, now we are seeing who does a favor means who brings Chema, Labha, who brings profit to the royal income, royal treasury, he should be, what he says, Pragrahena Abhipujayet. He should be continued in the same position so that the future also will be very nice, should be continued in the same position, and also he should be well rewarded. This is Akshapatale Gananikya Adhikaraha. So I don't know, actually there should be a survey how much when the audit officers have done very beautiful surveys, so how whether they have received the honor, respect, puraskara from officers or not, we should know, because you are actually one officer who worked in accounts office also comes to our this discourses. So we should ask him So whether such things occurred or not, if they occurred, really we have to appreciate the concerned administrators. Otherwise, also, of course, we have no right, we have no really, it is none of our business. But when we are studying Arthasastra, it is our business to think about all the things. So, successfully, we have completed this accounts office, the duties of accountant general in audit office, the major duty, because this is very, very beautiful topic, particularly an important topic, and also particularly rewarding tax, etc. The tax discussion comes in what we say Samartha, there it comes. That means the duties of collector of revenue and also Shilka Jaksha, the superintendent or the officer of customs. All this come there. But your most important thing is maintaining the records, because nowadays actually how the royal income is misappropriation is a word. Misappropriation also Kautilya discusses in further chapters. So this it should be protected from misappropriation by the leaders, the secretaries, people, clerks, everyone. So this is, I think, most important topic, I believe. So, okay, let us